12, and I'm going to introduce my CAS experience. And before I start my CAS activity, and teacher Patrick told us to do the thing we like following these three categories, which is creativity. And for creativity, I did designing a book cover for my comic book. And for activity, I did PTC translation volunteer. And for service, it's also volunteer. I went to kindergarten event. And here's a consideration before I start my CAS activity, which is how much time I have to do the activity and how much motivation and passion on what I'm going to do and future benefit. This is the thing we mostly consider when we are doing the CAS form before we start the CAS activity. And the CAS form will just ask you what you're going to do and what's your plan and what's the benefit of your future. And this is a one activity that is most memorable for me. And baseball training, yeah. And I collaborate with my teammate, which is permanent as my partner of collaborate with catch ball and hitting ground ball for each other, and also support by Mr. Howard for taking videos for us. Really appreciate it. And yeah, so we were aiming for a big tournament and prepare for the tournament, and that's why we do the training. And although, yeah, someone caught smoking in my teammate, so the tournament canceled out. And what do we come over with that? We just found another tournament in the winter, and we performed well and make a couple plays, and we won one game out of 2 games, which is very good result, I think. And the next activity is cooking, and I collaborate with nobody, and I do it myself. And I remember I was struggling to record a video of cooking, and when I was making fried rice, and I'm just holding one camera in my left hand and flipping the fried rice in my right hand, which is very tough to do it. Yes, and yeah, I get better cooking and learn a couple food to make. The third one is the speech, the Japanese speech by graduate representative student. And this activity is started by since as I remember, his teacher Vivian, and I don't know why, because she know I was learning Japanese, and she just told me I'm going to represent the student to have a speech in Japanese, and I was like, huh? And yes, and I turned this kind of event into a CAS activity, and I have a supervisor from local class, which is an English teacher, but she knows Japanese. And during that experience, I realized a different way of doing things, because my supervisor, she is very strict person, and I have she told me to do a lot of practice and memorizing the speech without looking the paper, and it's very tough, and so many times I doubting why I'm going to do this one. Yes, but yeah, just a good experience for me. And these three is the challenges I had in my activities, which is time management. For example, when I was cooking, I only about 1 hour because I want to prepare for my dinner. But since my cooking skill is very bad, so I'm going to cook it for 2 hours. And next is my determination of continuing doing my activity, which, for example, I need the determination doing like what I don't like to do, which is reporting and reflecting and writing a record and also and also recording videos is really tough to do and needs determination to do. And also the new challenge I found out is a lack of confidence, especially when I'm doing the translation, I struggling communicating with each other, and yeah, I just need to be like the image lead, which is very complicated. And this I'm going for explaining my the benefit I gained. I need to borrow this quote, which is, if you run away, you gain 1, but if you move forward, you gain 2. And this quote is telling you will you'll gain more than you pay if you are facing a challenge. And in case of my CAS activity, my input will be time and also the effort too. But since I already have a motivation, so I don't have to worry about it. And here's the outcome I have got is the personal growth, which is the skills I improve, and my mental growth, something like that. And also, most important part is your self-satisfaction, and this will make you like more probably going to continue what you love to do. And during this CAS activity, I realized some importance on reflection, which is this will clarify your weakness and make you seeking for improvement. And here's some example, which is the learning outcome in manage back, and you are going to fill in before you start the CAS activity, but after you finish the CAS, you can look back, like check what outcome you have achieved or you did not achieve. And another example is, this is a record of my baseball training, and I did that every week, and I just record the training menu I've used and a short reflection what I have to improve or what I did not well. And global issues, yes. And during my CAS journey, I have found out like I err sometimes, but it is very important and like different way of doing things. And for example, I found out a lot of different recipe for cooking in like different countries. Also, like just different person's perspective and values. Like the teachers is very strict and just different way of doing things, which is. And lastly, big advice is just continuing doing what you like and do what after you even you graduate from the IB, you can just continue what you like to do, and also without doing this kind of process, which is some kind of like very long process like I don't like to do. And after you graduate from IB, you just can enjoy what you like to do, focus on your passion. And borrowing from Olga, Mr. Olga, he said, don't you ever stop. It's messed up like that when you said this book. But anyway, hope you find your passion. Thank you very much.